think today I just want to do a lot of building on this C17. I think I'm just going to call it a C17, and then any other names is just like a ship name, you know. You could have multiple C17s called different things. I actually found some more pictures as well of this. One which is this from the looking straight down from the front, which kind of lets you see the bridge that I had. Basically I had kind of the instruments on the sides, and then they rotated down a little bit, and then I had a HUD and a compass ball in the middle. I don't think the screen or the HUD actually did anything, because back then I did not know how a lot of that stuff worked. And you can see the little crate thing on the front that was kind of loosely attached. That was just held on with ropes, so that could slide around, which is really cool. I also found this other side shot. I don't know what you call that. Straight on side shot. You can see all the tires are swinging back, and that is because they're all individual subgrids, which is something I want to try with this. And I've been trying to sort out what to do with this engine, because I can't move this up or down anymore. Can I move it back and forwards? Okay, this back and forwards I might lose. What I want though is to put two engines in here, kind of close to the middle. So I think there'll probably be, if I put it in symmetry mode, there'll probably be like that, just a one block space straight down the middle. If I do 3, then that would let me walk down the middle. But if I put them too far out to the sides, then it will struggle to roll back naturally, to center itself. And I was having to play with some engines here. So this is what I was doing before. It is a fluid jet with the 3X engine, and I tried to build some of the cooling into the wall. So it looks like it's clipping through some stuff. I just want to make sure I don't delete anything. I don't think I'm deleting anything real important, but I also didn't think it would go up that high. It's yeah, really pushing it. So if I drag this right back, it's gonna chop into the stairs, which is a problem. What I'll do is I'll bring it above deck and paste it on so I can chop it up. Now what we've got here is 4 3X cylinders straight directly into a fluid jet. And I was thinking, because I can't move this thing up and down anymore, that means I can't place any ports anywhere. So I needed to put the fluid port to pick up the water to shoot back out facing backwards, because I know I've got, well, I thought I had this one block of space. So it would feed in through the back, go down, come up, and then back out the way it came in. I'm not sure if that is inefficient, because if we're moving through the water, we're sucking water that we're moving away from back in. But it's Stormworks, so there's probably some janky jank going on where maybe the water doesn't really get detected as water. And then what I thought I could do, because I've got this 1x2 wedge rounding off the bottom, there is like a 1x2-ish wedge fluid port. And so I was going to run pumps that kind of have this little thing in the side of the wall. And I think that's what I need to do. So I will chop this off. So all the coolant comes in through the sides, which is kind of dangerous, because if the boat is tilted to one side, then you kind of just lose your cooling ability. I'm hoping that it will sit low enough in the water that even if it rolls, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I have no up and down space. So if I do want to put fluid ports in the floor, I have to cut out like a block, you know, like I have to cut out like this, and the fluid port has to sit on that, because this block is where the actual holes for the fluid port to suck up come through. So I'm going to paste this in here just to see how it looks. Okay, the pipe's not a problem, we can fix pipes. Pipes can be made solid. So That's no big deal. And then where it comes out can also be fixed because I can just use more pipes. But now where it becomes tricky, I don't know if this is wide. Yeah. I can use all that space though to reroute. So like it could come out here maybe. I've only got 4 ports, so I can't come out through there. I might need to rethink this one a bit. So I'll chop this out just for now, so it's out of the way. But yeah, I think now that I'm looking at it, because I didn't have it against the boat, I just had it out on its own. Probably using the sides for fluid out is okay, but I think for fluid in for cooling, I want to have something in the middle, and that might actually work out if I do. Let's figure out where the fluid jets can go. So I want the jets kind of near the outside. It actually won't matter, will it? Let's just put them in here. So that would be, so I can't move this at all now. This boat is max width basically. Let's say I put the modular engines in the middle, because it won't matter if I put the clutches right up against the back wall. You spin those around. Then I can route the pipes back. I can actually route the pipes down, so they would go like this, and then go back, and then probably over to the side, and then yeah, and then they would just come out like that. And that's easy enough. So I mean, that would work, right? The engines are kind of central. I can use the middle to put something in, maybe like I can fit the small pump, which is not as good, but I want these big pumps. Okay, I'm still going to try and get fluid from the middle, from this channel, but I'm going to come up this side of it. So what if I go just on the, how do I want to do this, right? Because I want to get that pipe as close to the manifold as possible. I don't want to be running lots of crazy pipes. Like that. So the exit port is directly in the center. It looks real gross though, doesn't it? It would be cooler if they were just like right up against it like this. And even better if I can put that in the middle. And then do it sideways, but each one gets its own port. Adding lots of pipes is kind of bad. I need a way to pump out also, so do I then okay, like that actually would work. Yeah, okay, I can do this. We can work with that. So you would do it, how would you do it? If you did it like this and then did a straight manifold pipe, and then we just need to do a U-turn at the top, okay, so this here should be 2 across each one, and that is our in pipe. And I don't want to have these sharing their inputs. I want to have them each get their own one. So And I need to go one up more as well, because this, unless there's a port, like we can use air rams would work, air filters would work. I'm not sure about the scoop. The scoop doesn't like to accept anything unless you're going fast. Well, actually, air scoop. You've got to look at what it says here, connections. So this is fluid air. This is fluid fluid. Yeah, so scoop. I'm not sure if the scoop works, you know. I've not used it before. I tried using it as exhaust once and that did not work, and so I've never touched it again. Like that, then the water should be scooping in, right? And because the scoop accelerates the faster you go, like the fluid going in. So if we're moving, then the water should be going in, being sucked in even, coming up, going through the loop, and then these pipes are trying to get rid of it, chucking it out. And then what I think I'll do with those, 1, 2, 3, 4, is they can come straight across here. This is a really long way for coolant to flow. And I mean, even if you're building in the smallest build zone, there's most likely a better way to handle this. And fluid out doesn't matter as long as it can get out somewhere. And we just need a little hole somewhere. Every two. And obviously, because there are holes in the side of this fluid port, I'm going to need blocks of some kind to block off the side of it. So I might as well just do this. So it's just this bottom one, but yeah, there's enough stuff on this wall that I could totally fill that up and it would be okay. So that's my coolant. Another problem now is I need to pick up water for the fluid jet and power is coming through the floor again. So I think, can I bring it right across? Yeah. So here is a dumb thing to do. If I try and pick it up from here and then run a separate pipe, then I won't have any issues, but my pipes become super crazy. So I'm going to come up 2, I think, so I can go over this. So this is the water inlet. Is it? No, the water inlet is 1 above, and I just chuck a little pipe in here and a T and another angle. Oh, this is messy. So fluid goes in this port, goes through that pipe, through this pipe, into this pipe that's on the wall, goes up and over, and that looks like a good spot. It'll come down and then go across. And then I'll swap back to normal pipe so that I can like follow it easier. Like that. What am I missing? That's right, you know, like power goes through. Power goes through. I can probably fill in these gaps. Power comes down, goes across, goes up, and goes out. That's all good. So I've got cooling, I've got power. I need a fuel tank, and I need a way to get air into the system. So I'm going to go air straight up. That's pretty easy. And then I'll run that through the floor and up the walls. I could probably run that all the way up to the top. and I want it up to the top just because if I roll or if I do a big dive or something, then it's likely that the top is going to stay above the waterline. And then for the fuel lines, wait, I need exhaust. How do I want to exhaust? In some of the pictures I've got, the exhaust is coming out the back down the side here, and it might even be coming out through these, like, I mean, that's a good place to put it, right? Out through the, what's it called? Coolant out. Is there any way? There's no way to get the pipe to go down there. I don't think I can send the exhaust into this part, into the cooling manifold. It'll probably clog it. Other option is just to cheat and delete it. Like if I use an air manifold, I can just delete that. Oh, and no more exhaust will come out of there. I kind of don't want to do that because the original one didn't have that ability. I feel like getting into the coolant out pipe is the way to go, which is this one on the floor is coolant out. So what if I move all this then? Because I can mix fluids. It's just dependent on what port they go through. I think I need a T for what I was doing here. For my ear needs to connect somehow. And then get rid of these. So now the cooling manifold is one higher, and then I can get the exhaust manifold. Yeah. And put it directly out the side, and then use a T-piece, and I'll splice it into the pump that's pumping the coolant out. So coolant and exhaust out on the same pipe. That's nice and clean. Gives me a lot of exhaust pipes as well. Like you want to usually have a lot of exhaust manifolds. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's right. I was going to say this pump is going the wrong way, but it's not. So coolant comes in, goes through the manifold, picks up the exhaust, and gets chucked out the side. So where's power? This is power here. I'm going to put a clutch, and I want gearboxes. Which way? Which way? This way? This way? So I'm going to go gearbox, 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 clutch, generator. And while I'm over here, I'm going to put batteries down. Yep. Yippity yep. And the reason for this is I don't actually have enough space for an alternator, which is kind of what's forcing me to do this, I suppose. And yeah, so the clutch can control whether or not that's engaged, and I can look at the battery status and then decide, is the battery draining too quickly? Okay, it's draining too quickly. Engage the clutch some more until it's not draining and it's going up the other way. So I've got air, sort of. Okay, I can run the air pipe actually. I'm just going to use little fluid ports, and I'll bring it up to here. Yeah, that seems like an okay place to be. Yep, it misses the custom door. Comes down the wall. We actually don't need to go down the wall because we want to be in the floor. So in here. If I cut out this piece, then I can put it back easily. And then, yeah, this is, I want that track. So it'll have to move a little bit. I'm going to put the pipe on sideways and then just go straight up. I think that will look a bit better. And that way I get my track back. And then I will need to come this way, I think, and then go across. And I want to leave a little bit of space, like flat space on the floor around the ladder, in case I want to do some decorating with paint blocks. You don't want to be fighting pipes for paint block area. So this is ear, and straight up. So ear to both engines. Fuel is my only issue now. So I wanted to put a stabilizer in here as well, and I could do that by, let's leave 2 spaces because the character can get through that. Might have to, can I merge that? Yeah, I can. All right, so that is my active stabilizer. What am I looking for? Window, porthole. This will let me look inside and see if it's moving, so that's a good idea. And then this is actually too tall, I reckon. But if I, oh, it's why is it like that? Why is it like that? No, huh? What? Is there like an odd numbered barrel that weighs heaps? I'm gonna put windows on the back. I'm gonna do big windows on the back. Big windows, big windows. Like this, yeah. This is, yeah, I feel like this is too high because this is also my fuel tank. I mean, there's nothing above it, right? There's no... I can't really do anything with the space above it. So why not? Why not do it like this? This is going to make it ridiculously heavy as well. So this will come across. And I want to keep it flat on this side. Like this. And then this will be a wall. Oh yes, this is working out. I don't want this to go all the way up to the top though. I mean, I might as well. What's 1 or 2 blocks? You know, what's that really gonna do? What I'm talking about is having my weight up higher and also allowing for more fuel into the tank, because it's like there's this mental perception. If you have a big tank, you want to fill it all the way up. So even if I fill it all the way up, I'm raising the center of mass basically, which is bad. Do not do bad. Doing this is bad as well, putting in 2 doors, 1 on each side, because these weigh heaps. These are like 20 each. Yep. And then they need space to open, so the wall needs to come in a bit. So now I've got access to my engine room, which is all sealed off, which is great. I love having different compartments. I can come and look and see if the stabilizer is moving or not. I wonder if I should put lights on here. Fluid, I'm looking for fluid meter. I can never find these. Fluid meter. And then put in a fluid spawner as well, even though... Where's the fluid spawner? Fluid spawner. It just means that when you go to spawn your boat, if you're using auto refill, it'll fill this tank up with fluid from the workbench local storage. So that's good. It's out of the way of this. That can move. We're all red here. Doors. Maybe I should just put a door on one side. Okay, so I've got a door here. So the smart thing to do would be get rid of that door, because if you think about center of mass, 20 mass here, 20 mass there, just kind of evens it out. And then I can probably pretty good. And that would give me, so you come down, this needs to be closed off. Well, from here it needs to be closed off. The space in here could be used for something. That needs to be there. So do I want to do the space door thing? It means that all my walls become super fat though, because I've got to do this. This is like bad decision making 101. So I've made my hallway bigger to accommodate this door. So now this is the wall. I should put equipment in here, right? Because this will be a hallway. So like, let's get some equipment, some MD ones, just so I can see what I'm doing. MD. Yeah, so like all of that can be equipment, and then I can do that. I'm thinking I'll put a bilge pump over here. Do I want a bilge pump though? I should probably have a bilge pump. Okay, so equipment, yes. This can also be like equipment of some kind, which I should probably just get rid of this. It made sense to curve that wall when you had doorway access on both sides. Now it's just a room. And if I want another room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another door maybe. And I'll open it into the hallway, so all the doors are going into the hallway. And then we need it on that side also. Doesn't that look cool? It looks like the inside of some kind of spaceship. And then all of this can be storage or whatever as well. So you come in the door. I think I need to separate this into like a proper storage room. Go down the stairs, through the door, into the hallway. You can go through some equipment, so that's kind of neat. It's pretty easy to access. Bilge pump down the hallway. I will put a door on here. So engine room, you can shimmy your way across here. 2 big old engines, and I need, the whole reason I was doing this is because I need the fuel manifold. So that's a T. I need to get it into the floor somehow, or I could send it into the roof and then down the wall. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, that's kind of dumb, but I could do that. It is one of the easier options. Okay, I actually need to swap the fuel and air manifolds. I should still have enough room for if I want to paint anything around the stairs. So don't worry about that. So air goes up. This is fuel, so fuel goes up across. This wall is going. This one. Because on this side it's straight, so that's no problemo. On this one it is not straight. Big problemo. I think this will just be where the door goes then. End of the hallway, put a doorway. Like that? Do I make this hallway smaller? Or do I just do one side and just accept that? That is a... Can't do it, you know. can't. It'll bother me. I won't be able to sleep. I'll know it's there. And it will annoy me. Okay. And I probably want to move the door then also, so that I don't have to do any messing around inside the engine room. I can just go bonk, bonk your door, bonk, 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 like that. Oh, maybe I can do that. Give them a little bit of a curve. This side doesn't matter. In here I need to probably get rid of the tracks. Otherwise the slider might try and go into the wall. Yeah, so on this side I get some of my wall back for the storage little thing down here. Make sure to turn off symmetry because that would have chopped. It's real weird when you use this like angle thing at the end of a hallway. It makes me feel like I should be doing this with the wedges or with the pyramids. So the fuel comes in through here now. Yeah. And I will just I should probably run it down at least. I don't want it to interfere with this, right? So it needs to poke out here. I'm thinking that should be okay. The track should just go under this, and this should be able to suck up the fuel. These things could actually be up the top. I don't know why. It won't matter, will it? Absolutely won't matter if they're at the top or not. Because if you think about it, if they're at the bottom, then what am I looking for? Air ramp. If they're at the bottom, then the manifold still has to suck from down here all the way up and then through. If they're up here, then it still has to suck whatever's in this cavity up here and then across all through the same pipe. So at least up here it looks a bit cleaner, I suppose. So fuel tank, fuel, the engines are like done. They need controllers, and I think before I start doing controllers I should get the bridge sorted, and then I can also come back and do some goofing around in this room here. I think I'll just maybe give it a nice curve, nice curved wall. Leave all that stuff alone for now and do something up here. Or maybe I should do the bridge. I want to be able to see into here, so will a porthole fit? I think this will work. So porthole, space porthole. Yes, that's pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. It's like I need to do something with this piece of wall. So you can come in, you can see like, oh, there's packages in there. And then I think I need to just carry on the rail a little bit to the end here. Just shush, like that. And then I'll just close this up for now. I think in the original one I had this kind of arrangement, but the original one didn't have like a full floor below deck. You came in and then you could hop down and it was like a weird half floor, and there was like a bed or something in there. I can't quite remember, but there was a sleeping area, like you went through a hatch or something, and some weird stuff happened. I think there were seats like along here because the original one has windows like in the front like this, where you can like see out through the front, and it also had like spotlights embedded in there. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna save this as C17 so that it's just the C17. Now what I want to find is, I can't go up, can I? So it's really hard to see if you're like standing here at the helm. This is 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, it's really hard to see if you're at the helm and you've got this kind of thing in front of you. Do I also need to do a space door? Yep, okay. And like space door looks cool, but it takes up so much space. Maybe that's why it's called a space door. I feel like I should make it a 3 across on the front. I could actually go and count it, couldn't I? Where's a picture? This one here, the very front view. So it was 9 across, then a 3, and then another 3. Which, wait a minute. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it was wider than this. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, it's because I've been like spacing everything out to be 5 as a walking space, whereas on this one it's probably spaced out to be 3. Also, the window is 4 high, so that's good. I'm going to chop that off. And then 3. Wait, where is it? 3. This is 4. And then, should I do 3? It seems like that's all I had on this one, on the original. It's 3. What I can do though is put a wedge. And that helps you kind of see into the window, you know, there's not, the edge isn't the block, you're not looking at the block, you're looking at the edge of the window rather than the edge of the block. And I had another window up here. I could probably do, like angled windows even, like this. Oh, you know what, I could do the 4. No, that's dumb. If I did the 3 and then give myself... Hold on a minute. Let's try this. I don't even know if I can place this. Yeah, it'll freak out. Three, and then a 1 at the top. Imagine trying to walk past that. So I need a 2x3 and then a 2x1. Look. And how am I going to do this? I need a diamond of some shape. Probably like a 4. Probably this one. No, it needs to be the one below that. Because we've got to get a window. I've got to get probably one of these original ones, probably okay. Like this, like this. And then you use this funny little piece here. Three, and then along the top you do a 1x3. This one? This one. Oh, I actually had the top of this was smoothed over. That's weird. Huh. I mean, it's not that weird. This looks crazy. So I did this. And the top of the bridge actually sticks out quite a lot back here, I think. Is that weird? Okay, I actually don't think it's too bad. And I bet you can walk around it as well. Warning, this thing will probably do the... Oh, okay, so the tank's massive. But yeah, so we added... There's all this weight back here for the engines and the fuel tank. Actually, the fuel's probably like here. And it's still tipping forwards heaps. That's not bad. Yeah, you can still totally get around that. Get on top. I think that's good. Why does my money still say 31,000? It started off as like 50,000. So I've spent $20,000 putting in engines and like weight stabilizers and stuff. So yeah, where the fuel tank's like directly below here. What is this? It's in there. So I need more weight at the back. And it's only going to get worse as I put stuff up the front. It's like a helm, what's that? 15 mass. And also I want to punch this out. Which needs this actually. Try and find a picture of the back of this thing. It's got like this straight back. Ah, it's only got one wedge. So this actually comes out flat. Then it's got one wedge. Then it's got the wall. Then it goes two. Oh, then like only the middle piece comes back. Like from there, only that piece comes back. Which makes sense, I suppose. But it actually does it because there's a hinge here, so... Ah, okay. Ooh. Man, that's weird. The ladder. This is why there is a ladder. Ta-da! Oh, okay. Ta-da! So that is the mast, where the mast goes. And looking at this... Yeah, see, it should come back like 2 more blocks. That should be a real fat thing up there. It kind of looks the same, doesn't it? It looks very different. Wait a minute, so it actually came back way more, because you can see on the picture the hinge on this side by the ladder is sticking out further than where the wall meets on the ladder. So what? It's like I need to cut that whole thing back. Wait a minute, now this is all wrong. this should be back here. And yeah, I had some lights in here, so let's do that. Boop. That's symmetrical. And then I think the paint block was up too far, so the window will be up too far as well. So all of this needs to shimmy back. Why didn't I cut it all? See, I used to really like fluid ports for decorative pieces because they're like 3D textured. Oh, what? No. Okay. I really want that though. I think I'm really gonna like this. Which means I need something here. Let's just cover it up. Let's just make it symmetrical. And then on the back of this one, I must have done something cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it seems like I've done this to help convince you that they're actually the same piece. And then, because the mast is, I wonder, it looks like it's maybe a 4x mast. And it must be up quite high, I reckon. It must start quite forwards. And it is a chonk mast. And all my lights and stuff on it seem to be a bit wrong, but whatever. Man, that's a fat mast. That's wrong. That is wrong because I can see there is a tilt sensor on the very top. And then I put a light on the top, which actually should be facing backwards. You should be able to see this light from the back. Wait, let me find this picture. Oh, yeah, I'll put this picture up too. This is the, what is it? Navigation lights for the Queensland government. So there is an image here for powered boats and an image for sailboats. This will be a powered boat. When we are under power, the light should be at the top of the mast, should be visible from the front, and there's a light on the middle back, which is low down, should be seen from the rear, and then red on the left, green on the right, viewed from the sides and the front. Oh, that's exactly what I did. Sheesh. Then I don't know how I ended up with this. Can't be, that looks weird. Why would I do that? No, it must be twos. It's got to be twos. Except it's got like an antenna and a... It can't be twos. Twos would be way too short. What the heck have I done? It must be 4. What the hell is this? Should I just leave it like that with the massive wings? I could put fins in there. Put some rudders. We'll take off. Oh, you know what? I might put the lights back here as well. Now, see, that's why it doesn't make sense, because I think I would have only done it where it's like this. I would have only given myself a small amount, a thin sliver, and it looks like I'm only using 1 block on the back here, so this would actually be here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And then I've got like a humidity sensor on the back. I wonder if it's like a 4 on the back and a 2 on the front or something. Is that what I would do? That looks so weird. I don't think I would do that. Would you do that? I wouldn't do that. But then it would have to be like this. What the hell? How did I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 blocks wide. There is 1 block here. How do you make 7? You make it with 6 and 1, right? 6. Would I have done this? Most likely I would have done this. Okay, and then the top one is 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. So it's 2 of these. And it is kind of close to the top. Probably here. Yeah, so it's like that. And then pop, 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 pop. Why would it do that to me? Would I have done that? I don't think I would have done that. Okay, I mean, that's what I've done. It's just not on that spot, which means it's on that spot or that spot. It looks like it's only 3 higher, so it would have had to been down, 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 up. Would have been there. Which means the mast wouldn't have been up 1 more, it would have been stopped there. Choo, like that. And now you get a 1 by 1. Get rid of the lever. What the heck is this? You take your 1 by 1 and you put all your logic somewhere you can find it later, and you put a color on it to say this is a thing that you need to move. This is mast rotation. Be that because I'll have to label it again here, mast rotation. I can use a constant number because this will go and not come back, and it will be -1. Other thing to do is to lock this in place. So we didn't have hard points when I made this, made the original. A hard point would be excellent. I would have used tracks before. Let's see, here's a piece. Gotta figure out where I can put a hard point, because if this is flat against the wall, I need a bit of wall in there to grab onto it. Or if somewhere up the top is flat on the roof, yeah, I need somewhere on the roof to grab it then. Let's have a look. The electricity was going through the lever. Yes. This is so silly. This is like a massive fishing boat. It's crazy, right? When you think about the kind of scale of the smaller boats like ribs and little speedboats, and you can kind of make them as big as this spawn, as big as this workbench. And then you look at this and it's like, it's got a deck, it's got a storage room, it's got a big storage room, it's got a below deck, it's got a hallway in it, it's got an engine room. It's massive. It's got a, whatever this is, this will be like a personal room or a medical room or something. And we're not even done yet. We can go upstairs. We've got a bridge, enough space to put a bed. It's crazy. It's crazy how much space you can get in here. And you know what's really fun is actually trying to figure out what I was thinking, what past me was thinking, because obviously it's some crazy crap. Yep, old small winch. This is what I want. The reason I want the old winch is because you can't disconnect it. You can't accidentally lose the thing you connected to it. And it's still got a circle on the bottom, so we want to position it in a way where we can't see the circle. And I think the tricky part is getting something connected to the other end. Or getting, what I want to do is add tires to this. How do I spell tire? Small tire. And they want to be connected onto this piece above every wedge, I think. See, in the past, with the way I did it before, it was just, I don't know if you could disconnect ropes before by looking at them. I think they were connected and that was that. So I don't think you could lose the tire, but now you can lose the tire because you can disconnect it. So if I add it like this, then the tire doesn't fit. If I add it like that, then I can't spawn it. If I add it like this, that would be ideal. What if I just want to, you know what if I do that? Yeah, see, how can I cover that up without losing something? Like, I don't want to have to chop away that pipe on the stairs just to cover up a winch. And this might look weird as well. I might not even keep this. So, I did come all the way back to the stairs. I didn't have ladders, like pipes here though, so maybe, you know, maybe I do just do this. Bonk. It looks so bad though. How would you justify that? Huh? How would you justify that? And it does that. It shows the face of it because there's a block on top of it. Oh man, look how close it is. Wait a minute. Man, that's lucky. That's where I placed this block, and that's where my ear pipe goes. Can I get it? Where is it? Yes? Aha! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you know what? Then actually, you take a wedge and you put it like that. And now the face of the wedge isn't touching the face of the XML block, so it doesn't make it disappear. But on the outside, it looks like it's all solid. And now, do the tires all like fall down and dangle about? They do. They do. Do I want that? Let me know what you think about the tires. I kind of don't want to do them now that I've seen what happens. So yeah, I think I've done a lot of this today. Got a lot done. The bridge is sealed up. I can start putting in instruments and things. I think the window here actually works really well. Just pushing it out more, it makes it feel a bit more open. And lets you kind of get closer, I suppose. Because I don't want to delete this to let you see over it more. I'd rather just keep it. A bed can go in there. Mast is good. I need more weight in the back. The engines are probably good. I need to get an ECU on that. I will do that off screen because, yeah, trying to get a modular engine sorted is a pain in the butt. And this can be like a medical room, I think, so it can be used for search and rescue missions. But I think it's so much boat for such a small spawn zone. I love it. What I'm also going to do, I'll do this now. On the tracks here, I'm going to extend these tracks out so that block there. So when the gate is down, you can run the tracks the whole way in to there, I guess. That's like as far as you would go. Well, thanks for watching. If you've got any ideas, anything I should change or add to the C17, leave some comments, I guess. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.